Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and welcome. In the middle of doing about 15 things at one time, and I hate notifications. Anywho, quick update on Seeker Mines. Actually, let's go ahead and close that so we can actually talk about them. Alright, so, found another division, and Division 2. So I've got a test map here, and I've got a bot spawner, so that it just starts spitting out bots. Regular Seeker Mine throws out, then once it hits the ground and stops moving, it will then seek a target, and it will go after it. It knows that that target's dead, so it won't go after the same dead target. Lovely, right? Got number 2 key set up where I can just deploy a few more. Then we have the cluster type. Goes out, gets within a certain proximity of a target, and it will then split off into 4 different seekers. And as you can see, a little clicking noise just to let you know that they're spawning out. And each seeker will find its own target. But I still need to do some refining on the actual targeting system. In the meantime, it's still funny as hell. So, I want to try to do an airburst mode. It goes out, gets close to it, and then it'll leap into the air and explode. Still a little tweaking left to do on that one. That was the latest of the ones that I've started messing with. Both of them are still exploding. It actually, yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. And occasionally, I don't know why, it's spawning 2. But it'll go out, get to this location, and then it will leap into the air and explode. Love those clusters. Don't know why it switched targets there, but the regular seeker just hits the ground, and I don't know why it switched on that one as well. So no matter which way you go, it's going to find a target. What is up with this guy over here? Why don't you want to go kill him? That was 3 seeker mines that actually went out and didn't deploy correctly. And try to set up a failsafe on all of them so that let's just get everybody dead here really quickly. If there's no targets and they just sit there, they will fizzle for a few moments, and need to set it to where they will, after a short amount of time, they'll try to reacquire. But if they don't have a target and they don't go after a target and they just sit there, they will just sit there. And after a certain amount of time, they will explode on their own. But I do need to set it up to where they actually will reacquire instead of just sit there on the ground. But if they do just sit there and don't go after anything, then at least they will self-destruct. And the self-destruct on them is a destructive explosion. Well, let's get a few more bots out here. It's funny to watch a ragdoll too. There's no heavy impulse on them, so they just kind of like bleh and collapse. And since it is a radial damage, occasionally they will get too close and they will run by you, and whenever the grenade does go off next to you, then it will damage you as well. Overkill here. It already set to deploy on somebody that was dead, but the individual seekers still went for their own target. I'm trying to get some of them to actually fail here. So having the self-destruct was kind of an important thing, so that you don't have them just lingering around doing nothing. And you don't end up with hundreds of actors just sitting there doing nothing on your map. Spawn a few more bad guys. Also need to set it to where it'll only deploy on the ground. So if it hits a bot and bounces off, then it'll at least continue working the way that it should. But they're amusing to watch. I have not set up death on the player yet. We need more bots. I mean, you're going to get a new bot every 3 seconds no matter what here on this test map. So that's the current update on the Seeker mines. Regular Seeker, no problem. The cluster, it stops, deploys 4 more, or in this case it looks like it's actually 3 more. And there was no target for it, so we'll watch it and it'll just self-destruct. At some point I'll probably issue health to the Seeker mines, so that if you're in a map and you're playing against other players that are actually able to deploy these, then you'll have the ability to shoot them and destroy them before they get too close. More bots. We need more bots. Big old pile of dead guys. Are they perfect? No. Are they fun? Yeah. Go to first person view. I have put a version, a basic version of these in the FPS series, and I'll show that really quickly, and then I'm going to get out of here. I'm not feeling well again. So that's your cluster. Alright, spawn me some bots. This is the regular, and this is the airburst. Did not work as intended, but still looked good. Alright, so that's that. And like I said, it's one of those things where still more work to do on them. I haven't had as much time to work on it. Again, just because I'm not feeling well. So we'll go into the FPS project that we've been doing on stream and show you that version. This is kind of a recap of last night where I added it to the shooter. So, don't restore. So on this map, as you can see, we've got regular shooting, no problem. Reload with sound. Play it again. Alright, so we got our regular bots here, and we can attach the silencer. We can take it back off, put it back on. We got the red dot scope, and we got the Rifle scope with zoom. And put that key into C key to deploy a seeker mine. And I need to apply the fix to this one so it's not going after the same dead guy. So the quick fix to the seeker mine, where it's getting the all actors of the class before each loop and that kind of stuff. Need to go into here, and from this, get health, and then you just get out of my way. We need to run float, and we need to see if it is greater than 0. Connect that into here, and here, and here. So if the target has less than 0, essentially, then it's not going to go for it. So, Seeker, he's dead, he's dead. It won't go after the same dead guys anymore. Still failing whenever there's a bot in the way, but let's actually go into the level 1. No, let's go to test map. Nope. And demo map. How about that one? Alright, so got our flashlight. That I did change the movement out. And we'll go ahead and put silencer on. And we can deploy a seeker mine in the building because there's no nav mesh bounds outside the building. And they will find fresh targets every time you throw it in there. It's going to find a fresh target. If there is no more fresh targets, it will sit there for 10 seconds and self-destruct. Yeah, we do have a hand grenade as well. Need to adjust the timing on the throw. You see, it's not the same as with the. It's like it goes out first, then you do the animation. Whereas with the seeker, it looks more appropriate for timing, like you're actually throwing it out. It's almost like it's a fuse burning at this point. Cool. And we can do this. Look down the hallway. Throw a seeker. And because of the blast radius, you can kill multiples at a time. Nobody left. Alright, beautiful. And one other project to show an update on. Open project. In Stream Party, since I got my head out of my butt and figured out what I was doing wrong, on Stream Party, I wanted the ability for the admin to be able to call in or initiate events like the infected mode, where as you're running around town doing your thing, and I'll get some more work done on the menu and character selection and things like that later. But I just wanted to get at least the functionality of it. I still need to add it to the phone for the admin only section of the phone. So as you're running around, you can still go on duty and you still have access to your phone and you're dancing. So you can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. And if they don't dance, yeah, they're no friends of mine. But, yeah. So 1 to go on duty currently right now. 2 is for experimental mode that'll be coming in later. And if you're on duty, you can teleport to the jail, and that should be fixed for the moderators now, and then you can teleport back. Still nothing new over there. The mask shop is still active. And I'll show the zombie mode here in just one moment. So yeah, you can go in here and purchase, or you can dance. You can purchase a mask. And let's go with the horse head. Free mask. Exit. Yay. And there's much rejoicing. And if while you're running around you don't want to wear your mask anymore, you can just open your phone, go to your character screen, turn off the mask, and you're good. Next thing is, and I'm going to go stand over here. For right now, I initiate it with the 5 key, and there's currently 3 different spawns and 2 different waypoints. What will happen is each of those 3 spawn points will spawn 3 zombies, and they will work their way from where they start to waypoint 1, which is right down this street, and then waypoint 2, which is right over here. So they're just going to make their way through town. And currently right now it seems to be somewhat working. If, go to first person view. Alright, see the zombies are coming in here now. If they get interrupted and they can no longer see you, what they're supposed to do is turn around and go back to the waypoint that they were initially trying to go to. If they were trying to go to waypoint 1 still, and they lost sight of you after they started tracking you, they will return to going back to waypoint 1, and then once they get done with waypoint 1, they'll go to waypoint 2. You see there's more zombies over there. I need to change their vision range so they don't see too far away. We'll go take a look at them. So right now they're the zombie cheerleaders, but we'll change it to where there's more of them. And if they get close enough, I still haven't had the animation in yet, but they will attack you and do damage. So they were trying to go to this waypoint over here, so I'm going to do my best to elude them. And throw the football. So I want to get out of their view. Their view range is way too good. So I do need to narrow down their vision and their view range. Right, they're still coming for me. But yeah, that's the thing is, once they finally give up and they can no longer track you, they'll go back to their original, what they were doing before. Like I said, going either to waypoint 1 or waypoint 2. So I know that if I go in here, I don't have the waypoint set to where they can go upstairs, so I can hide in the bathroom. The zombies can't find me in the bathroom. And like I said, once they fail on their mission to come and get you, then do it here on the computer. Dude, your screen's blank. You're not looking at anything. I know you're watching Pornhub. Trying to look out the window there. Where'd the zombies go? Oh, crap, there they are. So once they get to their end point and they're just done, I have not done anything to be able to remove them yet. I could set it to where if they reach waypoint 2, then, you know, they could eat a baby or something. I don't know. I'll come up with some method of either once they get to waypoint 2, they can then either respawn or go back to their original spawn point, and then go back to spawn point 1 or waypoint 1, then 2, and just keep looping their path over and over until they're actually dealt with. Where are they at? Ah, there they are. And the doors aren't functional yet either. I haven't decided if I want to make them functional or not. So they can't see me, so they're going to keep walking down the street. Third-person view hacks. So they're in packs of 3. There's another one. Where's the rest of your friends? Another one. So we'll give them a second, let them get to where they're going. 2 groups, but is there already a group there? I can't tell. I'm scared of zombies. More than third-person hacks. Oh, keep getting hit by the ceiling fan. Alright, so that's the first group going into the end there. But you get the point. Yikes, there's the third group. Alright, so you can see the first group's made it to the end. Second group gets to the end. They're just going to kind of stack up there. Because, like I said, I haven't set up a condition for them to do something after that. This other group saw me, and I got their walk speed really, really low. Because there's, they're infected. They're zombies, They don't need to be walking fast. And yeah, since I already have a mask, I can turn it back on here. If I go back to the mask shop, I can actually, right now everything is free. So you can exchange it for a different mask. And you lose the current one you've got on. So if I choose the paper bag and get the new mask, basically I lose what I had before and I just have this one now. And again, phone off, on. So yeah, that's the latest updates. Thank everybody for stopping in who stopped in and for coming in and watching. The football is something that's currently another thing that's also being worked on. Is a hello feature zombies. It's not like they're gonna eat me alive. Oh, bitch saw me. But there's another one sitting over here. Just shit to do wise. When you pick up the football, you're going to be able to throw it, and if somebody else is right there where it lands, then they'll be able to catch it, and then they'll be able to turn around and throw it back. It just STD, something to do. So that is the update on Stream Party, FPS, and Seeker Mines. But I will go back to the Seeker Mine project. Open it up, and it was on anything is the name of the project. Because it's anything that I feel like screwing around with. I have a project just for that. It is in multiplayer, however, I have not replicated the Seeker Mine yet, or any of these Seeker Mines. So, it's a conventional Seeker, travels out, finds his target, blows up. Spawn a bunch of bots here. The cluster mine goes out, gets close to a target, spawns out 3 additional, and just blows the hell on up. Each individual one of the mines is capable of killing a bot. So the logic is a little bit smarter now. And if we go to 4, which is the airburst seeker, it doesn't always hit. I could add a seeking element to whenever it actually jumps in the air. It'll actually jump up, and I can make it to where it seeks the target instead of just bounces up in the air. But I do love the cluster. But the standard seeker mine is you throw it, it hits the ground, and then it goes active. It will track down a target. When it gets there, it explodes, kills him, almost knocked him off. The cluster, so it will spawn out multiples, and each one of those will actually go after a target. And the airburst, jump up in the air, then explodes. And because it's not set to seek, it actually will go the wrong direction sometimes. And occasionally, I don't know why, but it's spawning 2. Not sure why yet on that one, but that's relatively new. I just started working on that one. But get some more bots out. I love the cluster mine. And of course the regular seeker. I will improve the targeting system as I go. I just wanted to get it out and working. And all of them are set to where they will self-destruct. If they lose targeting, they will self-destruct. So let's actually put a bunch of them out here. So that everything dies, and then we have just loose cannons. They self-destruct. There was nothing for them to attack, so they just self-destructed. So these, they didn't have anything to target. So the other thing I'm going to do with them is, since there is a 10-second shelf life on them, instead of just exploding only, I'm going to set it up to where if they lose targeting or there's nothing else for them to go for, then halfway through their shelf life, before they actually fall off the world, or just self-destruct, I'll have them reacquired and see if there's something else new to go after. Only other one that I'm working on I don't have finished right now, so I'm not going to show it, but what it is an actual mine, and it sits static in the map. You asshole, you ran right next to me so it would blow up and kill me. But it would sit static in the map and do nothing until somebody walked within proximity, and then it would actually seek after them. Well, that's my update. I want to thank everybody who's took time to stop in. Like I said, not feeling too great, so I'm going to end up going to bed here as soon as I kick out of this video. Let me know in Discord whether I should just make a good solid video on how to create these secret mines, or if I should just package it up and throw it for a really low price on the marketplace. Like a $5 or whatever, $2.50 or just something, a low dollar amount for the price of it, just because it is a limited thing. It's just a secret mine. But I figured I would keep refining the targeting system. As of right now, if you deploy it and there's nothing for it to go for, then it just does nothing but self-destruct. So I will set it to where it will try to reacquire if there is no target. As of now, it will not target anything that is dead. It'll only go after a live target. I do need to set a range, so if they're on the other side of the friggin' planet, I don't want it searching for something on the other side of the world. As you can see, it will search anywhere across the map. So I will set up ranges for it. The max time it's alive is set to where if it's alive for more than 10 seconds, then it will self-destruct on any of them. Whether it's the actual part that I deploy. Come on, die. Like that. So since it is not going after anything, and if there's nothing that ever comes within its range, then it just self-destructs. But in the case of the smart tracking system, so I will update the tracking on them. So each phase of it, no matter what state it's in, can self-destruct if there is no target for it. But once I get it to a refined state and it's where I am happy with it, then like I said, I'll either sell it or just do a video series on it, or I'll put it on UE4 Marketplace. So you guys let me know what I should do. I need to be doing stuff to generate money because I got a lot of things I need to take care of outside of Unreal Engine 4. So let me know what you do. Thanks for watching. We'll see.